Why Catholics are not idolaters. All right, I'm just going to be honest, right? Living in Crawfordsville, I've had an opportunity to interact with a lot of people who are not Catholic or maybe have never even been into a Catholic church. And one of their biggest concerns when I talk to them about Catholicism is they wonder about all the statues, right? And all the saints and the candles and everything else we have in the Catholic Church. To a lot of people, it kind of seems like idolatry, you know? You go into many Protestant churches, you don't have the statues and the images, and you don't have people praying Hail Marys and stuff like that. It seems kind of idolatrous to a lot of non-Catholic Christians. And I get it. That's a pretty big deal. You know, one of the 10 Commandments is that you shall not have any other gods before the one true God, right? And you shall not make any graven images, right? This is what a lot of people think of, right? So a lot of people think, man, Catholics, they're breaking one of the 10 Commandments, man. And I get it. I understand. If we were committing the sin of idolatry, it would be really bad, right? But we're not. And we know we're not for a few reasons. First of all, we know that in the book of Exodus, where we get the 10 Commandments, right? In Exodus 20, that's where God forbids graven images. But you know what happens just a few chapters later in the book of Exodus? God commands the Israelites to make 2 statues of angels and put them on top of the Ark of the Covenant, right? So either God changed his mind or was wrong, right? Or we just don't understand what the commandment was talking about, right? The commandment was not against making statues in general. The commandment was against making statues to foreign gods, right? False gods, which the people of Israel in the Old Testament did very often, right? We also know later on in the book of Numbers, right? God commanded Moses to make a bronze statue of a serpent, right? And placing it on a pole. Again, not idolatry, right? Otherwise, God wouldn't have commanded it, right? So Catholics are not idolaters, right? Part of the other reason why we know we're not committing idolatry is because Catholics have done this forever, right? Even when you read the early church fathers, right? There's all sorts of descriptions about the artwork in churches and then eventually more and more statues, right? This has been a part of Christianity from the beginning. Even though many modern Christians might not be aware of that, especially if you go to a church that is especially more evangelical focused, you might think that it's very foreign to Christianity. But it's been a part of our history from the beginning. Go to the catacombs in Jerusalem and Rome and all those different places. There's all sorts of artwork and images on their walls, right? From the beginning, there's been artwork in churches and even statues. We're not committing idolatry. That's why Catholics are not idolaters.